have one of those days where sadness hits out of nowhere and you just can't shake it off? Maybe a small setback at work, a misunderstood conversation, or even no obvious trigger at all. Suddenly you're stuck in that heavy, low mood. Hi, I'm Haha Psychology Lab. Today, let's explore 3 science-backed strategies to help you bounce back from sadness quickly using insights from emotion regulation research. First up, label your emotions. Psychologist Matthew Lieberman's fMRI studies found that simply naming your feelings, what he calls affective labeling, activates the prefrontal cortex, the brain's rational control center, while calming the amygdala, the emotional alarm system. Think of it as hitting a pause button on overwhelming emotions. For example, instead of thinking, "I feel terrible," try, "I'm experiencing sadness right now." A client once told me she'd been spiraling after a coworker criticized her project. When she stopped, took a breath, and said aloud, "I'm feeling hurt and disappointed," she immediately felt the intensity ease. Putting words to emotions disarms their power. Second, engage in a micro-pleasure. Positive psychology's broaden and build theory, Barbara Fredrickson, shows that small moments of joy can expand your mindset, countering the tunnel vision sadness creates. These don't need to be grand think 30 seconds of your favorite song. These don't need to be grand think third song. A sip of warm tea or smelling a lavender-scented lotion. A student shared how, after bombing a presentation, she stepped outside, bought a chocolate bar, and focused on savoring its texture and flavor. That tiny pleasure interrupted her downward spiral, making the setback feel less world-ending. The key? Choose something sensory and immediate. Your brain craves quick rewards to shift out of low mood. Third, reframe the narrative. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, teaches that our thoughts, not events, drive emotions. When sadness strikes, ask, is this story I'm telling myself 100% true? For instance, if you think, everyone hates my idea, challenge it. 3 people nodded during my pitch, maybe some liked it. A friend used this after a date went poorly. Instead of, I'm unlovable, she reframed, we just didn't click. And that's okay, it means I'm getting closer to finding someone who does. This isn't about ignoring negative feelings. It's about softening their grip by adding balance to your perspective. To recap, labeling emotions calms your brain, micro pleasures reset your mood, and reframing eases rigid negative thinking. Next time sadness creeps in, pick one strategy, start small. Remember, it's not about never feeling sad, but about not staying stuck there. What's a small habit that helps you feel better when sad? Share in the comments below. I'd love to hear your go-to tricks.